Hello and welcome to MK Guitar. My name is Mustafa, and today we'll take a look at the intermediate to advanced fingerstyle guitar arrangement of Metallica's Master of Puppets. If you've missed the arrangement, I'll link it in the card above or in the video description, so check it out to see what the piece is supposed to look like or sound like, and you get the chance to also see the tabs. It will happen fairly quickly, but that's alright because we'll slow it down here. If you want the PDFs, they're available on my Patreon for $3 a month. That's $36 a year, which is cheaper than a 1-hour lesson with me. You get access to all my PDFs, guitar profiles, and exclusive lessons, such as this one. So the arrangement starts with a big, powerful E minor chord. Make sure you're strumming all 6 strings, and make sure you stop the strings right after you play them. And the way you do that is by having a single move of strum, stop. Strum, stop. So I am not strumming and then stopping. That's 2 moves. You need to strum, stop. Okay? So that's the E minor. And then the chords come. So that's the D5 with your first finger on the 2nd fret and 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. Then you'll slide that shape down. And then you add your 2nd finger on top. Notice how after each chord, I am fully stopping the strings from vibrating by using my right hand. I am playing the strings, so the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string, and then I'm stopping them. What comes next is thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index. Now you sort of have the D5 chord shape. You just have to move down a string. This bit here, there are 2 things you need to watch out for. You need to ring the melody. So you cannot go. No, that's nasty. What you want is So work on your coordination to hold that melody note as you play the other 2 strings. And it's supposed to sound 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Pa, 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 pa. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when you finish that group, stop the 6th string. Don't worry about the other fingers because they're going to stop by the fact that you're going to be switching the chords, but you have to take care of the low E string. This piece is in E minor, so if we hear E all the time, it will sound very muddy. Think like if you're recording a mix. It's that one note that you kind of want to take out because there's so much of it, and you need to control its resonance so that people get to hear the other stuff as well. The next bit that comes after the chords is I'm using my 4th finger, using my 3rd finger, 2nd finger. Now, so that's thumb on the 6th string, middle finger on the 1st fret on the 3rd string. I play the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then I pull off. So, and then I play the 6th string, and I slide my finger to the 4th fret and play the 4th fret. So slowly. A little bit faster. And at tempo. Yeah, it's a really cool trick. See if you can learn it, rewind, and do that again. Slow, a little bit faster, and at tempo. So the whole thing becomes and at tempo. So cool if you can do that. It's so nice. So see if you can do it. The next part that comes after is when you play thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, middle, ring. This is an awkward stretch, so see if you can work at it, and it has to be quick. And it has the same trick as the previous. You want to make sure that you hear. Yeah. That's the first time. The second time is a little bit different. This one's hard. Okay, this is probably the hardest thing in the entire piece, which is how to do, and then, and the reason it's hard is because you're gonna go thumb, index on the 4th string, and then you have to switch middle ring on the 4th string and 3rd string. Okay, so it becomes thumb, index, so that's, and then you play the bass. And same trick, you have to stop it right away. Make sure you watch the resonance. And then you do that twice. Now once you play your first finger is already at the 2nd string, you just have to slide it up. And the easiest thing to do is thumb, index, middle. The part that comes after is, so that's thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, middle. Right, so that's ring, ring, middle, and it's just an E minor chord. But if you do it properly, it should sound very attacky. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Right, so you really go pop, 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 pop. Now in the actual tap, there is no rest between. It just shows up that you have to play it right away. But I like adding that rest between. I just like to add that pause. So my performance and the actual tap are a little bit different, so I'm really sorry for that. But that's just how I played. It can be done both ways, but I like to play it with the pause just because it gives me the chance to stop everything, refocus the sound, and take away all the frequencies that I don't want. So that's. Right, I'm just stopping everything. And then it's pinky on the 3rd fret, 1st finger. Right hand here is difficult, so it's thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, ring, thumb, index, middle. Now your ring finger is already the 2nd string, so you play that, you slide, and then you extend your middle finger to the bottom, pull off, your index finger is now here, and then middle finger. That's a difficult move. So that's ring, middle, index, middle. It was hard, but if you're intermediate or advanced, you should be able to do that, okay? So slowly. Fast. Same trick as one that we did before, except you're going up 2 frets. Now we start with the verse, and it's very difficult because there's a lot of ring, middle finger happening. So it starts with your ring finger, index on the 4th, ring middle, thumb on the 4th, pull off, middle, ring. So. Intermediate. Fast. Watch the coordination between the pull off and you playing the thumb in the middle, and then you have to play what comes after the pull off. So there's a little bit of a syncopation in the movement there. We've already learned that in the previous riff. Same fingers as before, except there is no pull off. So that's ring, index, thumb upstroke. Isn't that cool? Watch out for that 3. You cannot let go of the 3 too early. You have to ring it over. Right, I'm using 2 different fingers for them. 4th finger, 3rd finger. Now for those, the upstroke, then thumb, then index. Upstroke, then thumb, then index. Thumb. Up, down, up, down, index, up, down, index. Fast. This is super awesome. Okay, so it becomes. So after you play that verse part, you repeat it twice, you get to the easiest part in the whole arrangement, which is watch for that pinky. Notice how I'm holding my pinky, my fourth finger, while I'm playing the. And then once I play that last open B string, I let go, I set up the next chord, and I just simply put my thumb on the sixth string, and I just use my index for the strum. And the reason I'm not worried about that first string is because the bar has it muted. Just make sure you play it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and you just play an E minor chord. We're just applying the same, making sure that you stop everything from resonating. Everything stops. Then comes the. So that's thumb, third finger, fourth finger here, third finger. And the reason I play a fourth fret and not an open is because I want to limit how many open strings there are, so I control the resonance. And it's supposed to sound pa 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 pa, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Right, punchy. So that's C chord, thumb, index, middle, index. And I'm playing this with my middle and ring finger. And I'm moving. This is the hard part. Just shift your fingers down and then use your second finger to play. So if you imagine that you have an actual C chord, you're just shifting your C chord down a fret. If you think about it this way, it becomes a little bit easier for the left hand. The right hand is a little bit tricky to coordinate with the thumb going that fast. That's ring finger, middle, ring, index, hammer on, middle finger. First finger on the second fret, pull off, third finger, fourth fret, and then fourth fret, fifth fret, open. Isn't that cool? Sounds awesome with all this resonant because, you know, you made everything so lush and all of a sudden, right, the same trick as before, F minor, and this is ring, middle, index. So when you strum that G chord really loud, everything that comes after it is in a different layer, so you have to play it a little bit quieter. See how I separated both of them by doing this trick? D chord, slide. So that's the D chord. Pinky is there, well, the fourth finger is there. You slide, you have your second finger now on the third fret. You already have the third fret pressed. Then you slide this shape down, B7. Don't worry about the tab being just 4 strings, just strum the whole thing. Now here you go, thumb, index. Yes, that's right, I said index, not ring finger. On the first string, you hammer out the second string, and then you played the string up. Now you put the D chord, so you put the D chord as a down strum, pull off, up strum, thumb. So don't forget that bass note. That bass note is the key to it. And then and then comes the, you don't have to tune it down, I just did it for YouTube. You can just leave it there. And then after it comes the acoustic riff, which is the nothing special. Play it again, and then the solo comes. Now the solo is an entirely different issue, so we're not going to look at it. If you've been able to follow along until then you should be able to play the solo with enough practicing. I would just say that when you're learning the solo, just make sure that you are holding the melody notes as long as they need to while you're playing the chords on top. So yeah, sorry to leave you dry on the solo, but by now you should have all the techniques necessary to be able to play it. Again, my name is Mustafa and this is MK Guitar. Subscribe if you've enjoyed the content. Go to my public Facebook Fingerstyle Guitar page or the Discord server. Just send me a message, I'll send you an invitation. See you there and have fun playing.